so much work into that wedding, and then exhaustion, and all that money. That wasn't a special day of your life. Everything should be a special moment of your life. And the reality is if you only did one vow, I promise that when you want to rise, I will rise with you. And we will rise together as two spirit beings. And we will come together and we will understand the playing field. And we will not bring another spirit into this world until we have unconditional love for ourselves and each other, so that this child does not become a slave of a life-threatening planet. And we will treat this child like an eternal spirit. Understand something. Don't you just love it? To death do us part. The whole thing is about misery. The whole thing is about misery. And guess what? In health and in sickness? Really? Really? I don't have a choice here? So that means that gives us both the free will. Do you think that I'm awake right now? I'm not going to hook up with someone that's going to eat, drink, and think toxicity. How does it feel to be married to an alcoholic, or somebody on prescription drugs, or somebody that does street drugs, or someone that doesn't love themselves, someone that's angry about life, somebody that's depressed about life, somebody that's jealous about everything that everybody else has? How about living with someone that every time that you try to become yourself and rise, they bring you right back down? Because guess what? They don't want to go, they don't want to rise, and they keep you down. How does it feel? For rich or for poor? Listen, if you want to stay poor, you go ahead. Everybody that's poor has poverty thinking. You're poor because you have poverty thinking. Do you know what? Do you know how many people I know that are multimillionaires? And they only have one belief. Their family sucks. Their relationship sucks with themselves and even their health. But they have this one belief that they can make money. And guess what that means? They make it. Those people who lack confidence in the financial world, or those people that don't find their gift and their passion and believe, the only reason why you don't make money is you have no value. And the only reason why you don't make money is because you believe that you don't have a gift. And you can squirm and cry and tell me I'm wrong, but I've lived it. When I first got into the health business, you know what it was? You know what my mantra was? Bring me your sick and you're dying. Because I wanted to put myself up on the cross, okay? I don't want sick and dying. I want people that don't want to die and people that don't want to be sick. I don't want them. Boy, because you can't heal the physical body without altering the invisible, which is their spirit. And if they're not willing to feed their spirit or love themselves enough to know that they've got to recycle the love, not just put it out here and hope you're going to get it back. How does it feel to continually exhaust yourself to see if you can get people to love you enough that you don't have heart disease? How many people know that heart disease is the main killer on the planet? How many people know that heart disease is not a physical problem? It is an invisible emotional problem, because your heart is the recorder of all your love affairs. Yeah, I can get somebody that eats the worst in the world, and if they know that they need to love themselves, and every time that they have a relationship, their heart's not broken, my heart's not in pieces, my heart is empty. You've broken my heart. Every time you leave, my heart aches. Do you know what you're doing? What? Words don't matter? Words become what? Words become thoughts. Thoughts become emotions. Emotions become frequencies. And then you start dumping the wrong chemicals. And then you destroy yourself. The kidney, when you got kidney problems, what do you got? The fear of loss. When you got gallbladder and liver problems, you've got what? Anger. When you've got heart problems, your heart is always broken. You're making everybody else responsible for filling it. And it's not your fault. None of this is your fault. So when your kids are pissed off at you that you did a really shitty job, just go, yeah, I know I did. I was programmed. And guess what? I know that now. So what you need to do is you need to rise up and you need to break the family curse and know this. I apologize, but I couldn't have done anything. I put my kids, you know, Sage, right? He teaches the Wolf Non-Surgical course that's coming up next week here in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. And guess what? Do you know how old he was? He was 5 years old, and then he had his brothers and sisters on the couch with him, and they were older. Because I only woke up. And like I said, by the time you get out of school, you don't know how to eat, drink, or think. You all were crapping your pants. And you were hoping somebody was going to come and save you. You spent a minimum of 12 years in school to find out that you came out, you couldn't do your finances, you didn't know how to love yourself or another human being, and you didn't know how to feed yourself. And don't tell me you did. Because it's not that hard. All you had to do is do a whole plant-based keto diet. They won't never teach that. So when you stop judging yourself, everybody else is off the hook in your life. And now you can show them unconditional love. You just keep on judging yourself and having guilt that you weren't a good mother, a good father, you didn't do good in school. You know what? They can take university and college and shove it up their butt. If I had to do it all over again, I'd say, listen, all I need you guys to do is do simple math. Now they do math that's not simple math, so you don't even know how to add. Let's do math that they'll never use, and let's make sure that they can't write a beautiful letter to their lover, or that they can't fill out an application properly. Let's make sure that they can't read anymore. Let's make sure they can't write anymore. Let's make sure they can't add anymore. Oh yeah, and guess what? In 25 years, 20% of the population will be cyborg. Remember I said that. My family's going nowhere. They may not do or believe in everything but guess what? My family knows what's going on. My kids know what's going on. Wake up. Wake up. And you're only going to wake up because of what? Because this planet is not even one grain of sand on the beach, on the biggest beach of the world. That's the universe. You know, when I first heard, okay, that the world was flat, I just thought, what a bunch of BS. And then to come to find out it is. Do the math. Does anybody know why you can't get to Antarctica? Try to go there, you'll be shot. It's blocked off. Yeah. Understand something, everyone. It's not that you need to know the world is flat or round, but if you look on the globe, read what it says. I'm not even going to tell you. Go find a globe and read what it says. They have to give you the information, but then they're allowed to manipulate you. That's the deal with God. You're allowed to be manipulated and poisoned down here on an emotional and physical level. Everybody, you know, there's people out there that actually go, God is fighting with the devil. No, 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 no. That what you call God that created the whole universe and planet Earth doesn't even show up on the beach. Do you understand? Whatever, try to get your head out of your butt, just a little bit, please, so you can get to see some light. And the reality is this, that's why we created the whole universe, said, no, 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 that's planet Earth. It's a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure for those who are awake, and those who aren't, they're going to poison themselves, and go ahead and poison yourself. Oh, God couldn't intervene? God's not supposed to intervene. You are spirit beings, and you are supposed to level up, and keep leveling up, and keep leveling up. And the universe is your playground, but you're never going to get off of planet Earth. You're going to keep on being recycled because you didn't want to get into unconditional love or unconditional care, and I know what I'm talking about. And guess what? Don't worry, though. I'm not looking for followers, and I definitely will never have the majority. I'll only have the minority of the minority seeking me out. Did you know that? And that's the way I want it. Because anybody that draws crowds, 10,000 and 20,000, they're definitely not empowering the individual person. They are trying to be the energy or the power for a large mass of people. Because understand something, if I do my job properly, you don't follow me. You become a leader to lead others. And anybody that has thousands and thousands of followers, oh my God, it's just so amazing. No, I'm not. You are. What did I tell you when we started this course? You can't thank me. You thank you. You thank you for everything. This is your game. Understand that. 1 second. Why is this out? Can you please check the phone, please? Why it's not charging? Understand something. We are emotional beings, and we require love. And you better get this. You can't have enough friends. You can't be social enough. You can't have enough pets. And you can't have enough kids to fill up your heart unless you love yourself first and foremost completely and fill up your own heart. And you will always be lonely. You will be lonely in a house filled with children and people and dogs and cats. But the day that you go inside and you understand that's the ride. I bless Lori, and she blesses me because she looks after filling up her heart completely. and I fill up my heart completely. And because we're both programmed differently, and yes, she's still a woman,